Hello, my name is Donna Ellis. I'm the creator of the Active Rest Fitness Program and Lifestyle, and I am inviting you to meet me on the deck. On the deck is where I help people get active for at least 30 minutes a day by providing workouts to fit any schedule and to eliminate most excuses. I also help people prioritize rest and restorative sleep, practice mindfulness in their eating habits as well as in their physical abilities, and build a community of support amongst family members, neighbors, and friends. If any of these things sound interesting to you, then please like this video, listen to it all the way through, and share it with someone you know who could also use the information. Also remember, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, welcome to the deck, and the topic from the deck today is about taking an adult spring break. We are in Mississippi, and a lot of the schools are on spring break right now. Our particular school district has a 2-week spring break, so they have another week to go. Some of the other schools will be going back to school tomorrow. Today is Sunday. You'll get the message tomorrow, so they'll be going back to school on that Monday. So I want to talk about taking an adult spring break, a time in your life where you just plan to go somewhere or go nowhere, just sit around and do nothing or do something, make sure that something is exactly what it is that you want to do. So the topic comes from Stephanie Perry. She's a YouTuber, one of my favorite YouTubers that I love to listen to right now. I resonate, so much of what she says resonates with me. So I listen to her often, and when she says things, it's just like, that's exactly how I feel, like she's in my head. So she was talking about the adult spring break and just taking some time off as an adult, not when the kids are taking off, not when you're going on a big family vacation or when there's a big plan to do something, but just taking some time just for you, just a break, just to take a break, taking some time off work that's just for you and meant to do the things that you enjoy doing. So with that conversation, I wanted to talk to you about a solo rest retreat that I've taken for myself. Now, in the past couple of years with Active Rest, my fitness organization, my fitness group, we have taken almost like a girls' trip. So I call it the Active Rest Retreat, and the goal is to get rest. So what happens is we have a group of, I think everybody in the group is a mother. Some have very young kids, some have older kids. And so my goal is to get them away, get them, away from thinking about what they got going on with the kids, what they got going on with the significant other, what they got going on at work, and to just come and rest. And so we do always end up having a good time when we go. But what I do tell people when they say that they would like to join us is I say, if you're expecting this to be like a girls trip, like a Vegas girls trip or a trip to New Orleans or something like that, where we're partying, we're having a lot of, where there's a lot to do, then this will not be the trip for you, because the goal of this trip is to rest. That's the ultimate goal. Is to get you away and really get you to settle down. I always try to book a spot that has like a spa or something like that, that's either like close by or within the hotel or area that we're staying in, so that we can get some relaxation. Now I do put things on the itinerary as well. We almost have like an active day, hence Active Rest. We have an active day where we might go hiking or we might do some type of fun activity, but there's also a day scheduled like just for rest, and you can either do nothing or you could do everything. So I don't require anybody to do anything. Like I tell them, if you just want to go on the trip and stay in the room all day, feel free to do that. If you just need to get away from your house but you don't want to be out and about doing a lot of stuff, please feel free to do that. That's exactly what this trip is for. But I do plan some things for people to do that want to get out and do things and see the city and see the area that we're in. So that's the Active Rest Retreat. So last year I had a very, I've told you all about this before if you listen to the previous messages, that I had a very traumatic 2023. That year was very hard for me as I lost both of my parents, and I was very close to both of my parents, and they both passed away less than 6 months of each other. And so my dad, my mother passed away suddenly, but my dad, he had been sick for a long while. And so it had gotten to where I was kind of taking care of him. I would go drive 2.5 hours to take him to appointments and drive 2.5 hours back home. And so we were doing that. I got people coming out behind. Oh, got my husband coming out behind me. Okay, I'm back. So that was, it's a lot. If you've never had to take care of someone, take care of a parent, you just don't understand. I pray that you never have to do that, that you're never in that situation, because it is a lot. And so I had to take care of my dad, and it was a lot of work. I will say that. And that's just honestly speaking, it was a lot of work. Love my dad. I enjoyed the time I got to spend with him, on all of those visits, and him coming to stay with me and visit with me as well. But it is a lot of work. And so when he passed, it's like something just came over me in that moment. I was at the hospital with him, with two of my sisters and a niece. We were there with him, and it was like just something in that moment told me, like, you need some rest. you know. So I spoke it out loud. I told my sisters and my niece there, I said, I just want to go away for a weekend. I said, after I've settled everything with my dad's services, I said, I really just want to go away for a weekend by myself, no one else. Now, mind you, I do have a husband and a young daughter. I didn't even want them with me. I just wanted to be by myself, where I could sleep when I wanted to sleep, get up and go when I wanted to go, eat when I wanted to eat, rest and do nothing if I wanted to rest and do nothing, all by myself on my own time without having to worry about anybody else. So I spoke that, and it came time, my dad passed, and I started telling friends about it. And, letting everybody know. And so my friends, how people say, what can I do to help you? Do you need anything? And I explained to them that I wanted to go somewhere alone. Like I said, my dad, he's gone away in a very dignified way. And so I don't need, anything in that regard as far as funeral services and things like that. But I said, I do need to rest. I said, I'm going regardless. And I said, I will accept your thoughts and prayers, but if you want to contribute to that trip, I will accept anything that you're willing to give. And so there was just an outpouring of love and support for that trip, because I was very specific about what I wanted, and I was very transparent about what I wanted. And so people gave like freely, like, it's almost like they knew that I needed it. So they gave, and I went on a solo rest retreat to one of my favorite cities in Mississippi. I'll let you know that it is Ocean Springs, Mississippi, down on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So I spent the night. I was going to do 2 nights, and then I added a 3rd night once my sister told me that she would babysit for me. So I went to Biloxi, stayed 1 night in Biloxi, got me a nice hotel room, went and ate good and had some good drinks, and I reserved a spa treatment, so I went and got a massage. And then the next day I moved over into Ocean Springs, which I had originally planned to do. And I rested, I slept when I wanted to sleep. There was a train, I was near a train track, and it would come through at night. And so I didn't sleep well through the night, but it didn't bother me because I could sleep, during the day. Like, I could sleep when I wanted to. Like, I didn't have to be anywhere. There was no itinerary. I could lay down and rest whenever I wanted to lay down and rest. And so, but that, you come home to, it doesn't clear up everything, because you do come home to some of the same issues that if you got some stuff going on that you need to straighten out. But it was what I needed in that moment. And so it was very much needed. Like, I thought it would go crazy if I didn't get it. So I did that, and I came back. I was able just to think some things through, and just to have some peace of mind, some clarity of mind, kind of see where I wanted my life to go now that I don't have, my parents here to take care of. That's going to look very different from me, for somebody who had to care for them. So, I kind of envisioned what my life would look like, beyond that. What I did come away with from that is that I wanted to do it again, and I wanted to do it more often. But I also did miss my family. But I did miss my husband. I did miss my baby. But I know that that's something I needed, because if they had been there, I wouldn't have rested in the same way. But we do have our family vacation, so they get their time with me. But I would like to do more. Not too, I guess 2 times a year would be good. Solo rest retreat. So that was, what it looked like to me, and it wasn't a spring break, it was a fall break. So this break can come at any time. It's just, the topic was spring break because everybody's on spring break right now. But it can come at any time. And so what I want to say to you is, don't wait until you actually need it. For me, I needed it. It was very necessary for me to go ahead and take that break and get that rest. But I want to encourage you and myself, don't wait until we absolutely need it. Go ahead and plan it now. So I think I want to go back again because I do have some busy weeks, busy months coming up. So I think I liked October because it was just nice enough. It was just cool enough. It wasn't too hot that I could get out and walk around and enjoy, the city and walk along the beach and shop around a little bit and get out and eat. I could sit on the patio and eat, which I love to do. Hence, I'm on the deck. So I do like to be outside. So October, it was right around Halloween. It was nice. So I think I might do that again. I got to just look at my calendar and look at the dates. But I want to tell you, go ahead and plan it right now. Don't wait. Look at your calendar. Look what you got open. Take you some time off. It could be a weekend. It could be a week. It could be a day. Just take some time to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. Schedule it right now. Be proactive about it, because that was my thing is when I came to, I had planned the trip. I had booked the room, and then my husband's father passed. My father-in-law passed away. And we were going to go to the funeral once they knew when the funeral was going to be, because we had to go to Georgia for that. Once we knew when the funeral was going to be, it was during the weekend that I had planned. So I had to reschedule my getaway, my rest retreat. And so the holidays were getting ready to come up. I was getting ready to go on military duty. It was like no time was good. But I told the lady, I said, I have to go. Like, I can't wait. I said, can you put me in another room? Can you find me another, it doesn't have to be the same room. And so I ended up having to pay a little bit of extra money to get a different room for a weekend that would accommodate me. And so I went ahead and did that. But, go ahead, book your room, be proactive, get it done. And I referenced, Stephanie Perry and her conversation about, the adult spring break or fall break or break, whatever kind of break it is you need, summer break, just a break, whenever. And she talked about the criteria. And the criteria for her was to be where you want to be. So just pick a location. It can be anywhere. You could do a staycation in your city. You could do a staycation at your, at a hotel in your city, or it could be right at your own home. There are times when I just love to be like in my own home, but nobody bothering me, nobody in my space, nobody in my way. So it could be either be at your home or it could be a getaway, and so that's the first criteria, is to be where you want to be. The second criteria is to do what you want to do. You need to be where you want to be, doing what it is you want to do. And that could be something or nothing in my case. I didn't want to schedule anything. I didn't want it to have to be like anything that I have to do or anything that I have to see. I just wanted to be. And that was it. So it can be surrounded around something that you enjoy, like some type of retreat, some type of conference, some type of skills training, or not necessarily for work, but just things that you enjoy. Like for me, I might do a fitness something, a fitness retreat, or like there's something that I would enjoy doing. There are some classes that I want to take, like a hip hop spin. I want to become an instructor for hip hop spin classes. And so like that's something that I would probably retreat and do because it's something that I enjoy doing. So it might not seem like a break in the way that I typically think about a break and rest, or other people think about, taking a break or resting, but it's something that I would enjoy doing. There are also times like I mentioned with the girls retreat, with the rest retreat, the group treat, the group trip, is that the goal is to do nothing. As much as possible, do nothing. So it could either be around something that you enjoy doing or something that you don't want to do at all. Like you can do nothing. You could just lay on the couch. And that's what I did on my solo retreat, is I just I laid around. I got, a massage. I went for a walk on the beach. I did a little bit of, I wouldn't necessarily call it shopping, but not sightseeing, but I was on a busy street, like a downtown area, like a main street. And so I would pop into like little shops and stuff like that if something piqued my interest. And so I did that. And then also the third criteria is is the first one is be where you want to be. Number two, doing what you want to do, which is something or nothing. Three, doing something or nothing with whomever you enjoy doing something or nothing with. And so for me, at the time that I went on my solo rest retreat, I needed to be by myself. I enjoy my own company, so it's not a problem for me. But there are times where, like, I want to take Ava somewhere. Like, I want it to be just me and her. So I know one time we did like a overnight trip to Orange Beach. It's a 4-hour drive. And she wanted to go to Buc-ee's, and there was one on the way. And so I said, we'll just go get a room, and spend the night. And we had a great time. And, we went, drove down, spent the night, came back, but we had a great time together. And it also allowed my husband sometimes to rest here at the house as well, because he would not be the type of person that would go away for a retreat by himself, but he doesn't mind staying here at the house and having some time, to himself to do what he enjoys doing. And so, and other times there, I like being with my family. I like it, I like for it to be me, Tony, and Ava. All of us together enjoying having a good time. And then there are other times, of course, like I have the girls' trips, or sometimes we'll do like a big family trip with my aunts and uncles and cousins and nieces and nephews. So, it just all depends. But that's the criteria, is to just take a break, be where you want to be, doing what you want to do. And that can be doing something or doing nothing at all. Remember now, doing nothing is just as important. You don't have to plan every detail of a vacation. You don't have to be doing something every minute of a vacation to where you need a vacation from the vacation. So remember now, do nothing. That's part of the plan too. And just being with whomever it is that you enjoy being with. And that can be your family, it can be yourself, it could be your friends. So I just wanted to bring that to you and encourage you during this spring break to take some time and take a break for yourself. You can do an adult spring break. Me, I like the fall. I like every season but winter. I don't like the cold. When it's cold, I want to be inside. But just take your break. Schedule it right now. Be proactive about it. Don't wait until you absolutely need it. Don't wait until you're in such dire straits that you need to get away. Just get away just for fun. And also, again, just go somewhere that you want to go. Be where you want to be. Do anything that you want to do. Make sure that you are able to do exactly what you want to do. And then take whomever, you're going to enjoy that time with. Don't take anybody that's going to stress you out. Don't be with anybody that's going to stress you out if you're at home. Figure out a way. So that's all I wanted to bring to you. And I hope that you are encouraged by this message. I hope that it motivated you to start something, to start your spring break or your whatever break it is that you need, whatever time. I hope that it, motivated you to go ahead and start scheduling that thing, that break, that time alone, that time just for you. Even if it's not time alone, make sure that it's for you. And I hope that you have a great day. Bye-bye.